Hey guys, it's Coach Damon Wilson here, and in this video, I want to show you how to make a lacrosse goalie recruiting highlight video using iMovie on the Mac. So if you're on Windows, there's a program called Camtasia that will allow you to do the same thing. It will have a different interface, obviously, but I'm going to show you how to do it using iMovie on the Mac. So a couple goalies emailed me and said that, hey, I'm not very computer savvy. How exactly do I make a save edit video or make a goalie highlight video? So I'll show you. Okay, so I've got iMovie open here. I'm under projects. You can actually see some of the different projects that I've been working on. But we're just going to click on create new and then click on movie. Okay, and the first step is just to import your media. So before you even do that, what I recommend is creating a folder on your desktop that has all of your clips, all of your game videos. If you're going to include practice videos, it's got your intro slide or picture. If you want to include background music, it's got that. Basically, all of the media that you're going to use for the video, create a folder and put it in there, and then you can just import that folder. Okay. So here I've got all of my stuff. I'm just going to do a Command All and get everything and import it. Okay. So now I've imported all of my media, and the way that iMovie works is you have your media up here, and then this is going to be your actual video that you're creating. So in order to get a particular item onto the video, you just drag and drop it down below. So this is a picture that I created in PowerPoint that's got a picture of a goalie. That's obviously not me, but you can put a picture of you there. It's got it's got your name, it's got your email, it's got your coach's email, it's got all the relevant details on there, so coaches can get a quick glance of what's going on. And you can see when you drop it on here, it's for that image is going to show for 4 seconds, but you can obviously drag this part right here, make it shorter, or make it longer. So let's have that image go for 5 seconds. And then if you click this play button up here, it's going to play the actual video. You can also just hit spacebar, and it'll stop and play the video as well. Okay, so let's include some clips. So then the next thing is you just take your game footage and drag and drop it. Okay, and you can see the goalie who I stole this I stole these clips from. I hope he doesn't mind. I think he's getting a few more eyes on his stuff right now. So let's say I've got a whole game and I want to edit just the particular saves. So what you're going to do is find that point where you want to start, and then I'm going to make sure it's highlighted. So I clicked on it, and you can see it's yellow, so now it's highlighted. Then I right click and I go split clip. Okay, now you can see I've got 2 distinct clips, and then I can just delete this first part. So I just hit delete and that is gone. Right, now I can let the play, in fact we missed a little part, so it actually starts right there. Split clip and get rid of that. Okay, so now, then I can watch the play out. This guy's winding up. And actually, let me zoom back down below. So the way you do that is this little knob right here. I'm going to move it to the left, and you see it zooms back, so I can then see a lot more of the content down below. So this guy rips a bounce shot, nice save. And they didn't show the outlet in this clip. So this is already an edited clip, but typically I like to include the outlet for the coaches to let them see how you're, how you handle the outlet. So show the save and the outlet. But let's say we want to stop right there. I'm going to click again, I'm going to right click, and I'm going to go split clip. And now I've got that particular play in my video. Okay, so let's say we're later in the game and we want to grab this particular save. So I'm going to click here, right click, go to split clip, and I can get rid of this. I don't need it, delete it, and then let this play out. And that was the end right there. Great. Right click, split clip. And I can highlight this part and go delete. Okay? So now I've got 2 particular plays. Now let's say I want to go to another game. I can drag this this in here and do the same thing. Click on it, go split clip, delete, let this play out right there. Right click and split clip. Okay, and then you just keep going like that. So if you want to create a 2 to 3 minute video, you would just keep including different saves or different drills that you're doing that you've recorded yourself until you get out to the 2 to 3 minute mark. Okay. A couple other comments about recording videos. So you can see that all these are recorded in landscape, right? The phone's turned sideways, and that's really important because if you don't do that, you're going to have these ugly black bars on the side, and it's just not as nice. And it's so easy to record in landscape. So just turn your phone sideways and record in landscape. And the second tip is try to get as elevated as possible. So you can see in this clip that we're looking at right now, here's the field, right? And they're really elevated, and it looks really nice. This one's a little bit harder to see because the guy is at field level, right? So it's just a little tougher to see the goalie and to see where all the players are at on the field. So if you only have field level clips, that's fine. That's not the end of the world. But if you can, get elevated, and it's a lot easier to see. Okay. So then I would typically end with my information as well. So I just drag that on there again. And let me show you a few other things. So we're lucky as goalies in that it's pretty obvious who the goalie is in a particular clip. But if for some reason you wanted to highlight yourself, like there was a scrum or I don't know, you're going for a ground ball like this, what you could do is use this little circle. It's just a red PNG file, a circle, and all you do is drag that above here, above the clip, and you can see right now it actually takes over. So that image shows instead of the video. But if I go here to image settings, what's the name of this exactly? No, it's not going to show, but there you go, video overlay settings. And then I go, right now it's in cutaway mode, but I go to picture in picture. You can see then that this red circle appears within the picture, okay? And then if I want it, I can move it and just highlight whoever I want. And then when I go back to this video here and click spacebar, you can see that red circle appears on the video. So that's how you can do that, okay? The other thing is this video already has some background music on it, but typically if you record on your iPhone, you're going to have game sounds, which I suggest you keep. These ones don't have any game sounds, but I suggest you keep the game sounds. It's really good. But if you, for some reason, you don't want it, you right-click on this particular clip, and you go detach audio. Okay, and what that's going to do is take the audio and make it as its own separate little thing that you can work with here. So now, if you wanted to actually make it even louder, you could do that, or if you want to make it quieter, you can do that. So you can change the volume, or you can just delete it altogether. So if you don't happen to want any game sound, you can do that. Okay, and then we're not making a music video, right? But in the event you did want to add some background music, here's how you do it. So you just this was one of my pieces of content. I have just an MP3 here, and all you do is drag it down below. Okay, so now when the video plays, and I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this in the recording, but you can hear the video, and it's way too loud. Like I said, we're not making a music video here, so definitely I'm going to drag this line down, and it makes it a lot quieter. But again, that is 100% optional and not needed, right? And if you do include it, make sure it's not distracting. We're not making a loud MTV video here. Okay, let me show you one other thing. So in the event that you wanted to do like a freeze frame, so just kind of freeze the clip for a second. If I click on it, I right click and all you do is just go add freeze frame. And then you can control the length and whatnot using these things here. But now watch when I play this, it'll play the video, freeze it, and then continue. Okay, so that's how you would add a freeze frame. And the final thing I want to show you is transitions. So right now these have just one clip jumps right into the other. Again, we're not trying to win any awards for editing or cinematography or whatnot. It's just a video to show your skills, to get your play in front of coaches. But if you wanted to add some transitions, you click on transitions. I like this cross dissolve, and you just drag that in between the two videos, right? So now when you play, you can see how it cross dissolves in between the two. And if I can add it here, and it cross dissolves. So that just kind of looks a little nice and separates one play from another. Okay, so then you just keep building out your video until you have a couple minutes, and that's pretty much it. Then once you're done, you can go to File, Share, and you can upload it directly to YouTube if you want, or you can do Share File and download it to your computer and save it that way. But that is how you make a lacrosse goalie recruiting video using iMovie. Cool. Let me know if you have any questions.